Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek New Horizons as the Terran Empire. So, one thing I want to mention is that I think we are nearing the end of what we can really do expansion-wise, at least good expansion-wise, without going to war. So, we probably won't be going to war this part, but in the relatively near future, i.e. possibly next part, we'll end up going to war with somebody. Because the Romulan Republic is right up here in this general area. We haven't met them yet, but I know they're up in this general area, and they're actually a relatively large empire. The Benzites exist, but I believe they're a single planet when I met them before, so I presume they're going to still be a single planet now when I meet them actually on screen. And I don't believe I actually saw the other guys that were up here. I don't remember what their name was. Yeah, I don't know. I think they start out not being an independent nation. I think they start out as basically just being a part of the Romulan Republic. I think, though I could be wrong. But yeah, so like I said, I think we're nearing the end of what we can really do expansion-wise without going to war. I mean, there's going to be this whole area up here is going to be pretty much uncolonized here at the start. And it'll probably remain that way throughout pretty much the entire series, namely because, at least as far as I can tell, there doesn't seem to have been any decent resources up there when I had played this series for myself. I mean, maybe there'll be some better resources up there further down the line, but at least as far as I could tell, there wasn't really any planets or resources that were really worth trying to gain access to. And we'll gain access to them anyway, just as a result of border extension. But I don't really care to spend the resources to try and get stuff up here if there's really nothing worthwhile. So, yeah. Like I said, we're probably going to go into war soon. So there's a little sliver through here that we can gain access through if we feel so inclined, but we'll have to pretty much hop on it immediately. And then there's this area down here that I think we have a bit of a space to get out to, but we're going to eventually run into the Cardassians. But let's go ahead up, and there's the Romulans. We'll fight for a right to exist. Yep, there's the Romulans. Oh, they are in a federation, or excuse me, a coalition with somebody. I presume it's one of these little guys that they have surrounded by their borders. This should be the Benzites. So, yes, like I said, there's a bit of space through here. Small space, very thin. I mean, we're talking like, in space terms, it might as well be needle thin. I'd have to build like a frontier outpost here to be able to get anything through it. And I'm not the kind of person to just build a frontier outpost just because I can. I'd build it because there's actually resources out here that are worth getting access to. And I don't actually know because I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't play enough to go and expand out that way. And like I said, yeah, this stuff up here is uncolonized. Eventually, the Shiliak corporate will probably go and snatch it up on their own. Because the AI will eventually get sick of just leaving it uncolonized, basically. Now, we should be meeting these little guys eventually. Now, you guys are superior tech, but inferior fleet power. So if we got into a straight-up slugging fight, I should win. I'm going to go for Engineering Lab 2 game. I don't really care for those. Well, man, maybe they're useful. I don't know. They have the same range as spatial torpedoes. They do a lot more damage. They do actually have armor damage. You know what? Actually, they might be worthwhile. This is not an event I had before. Child of Tama. The dominant Tamarian language appears to be based almost entirely on allegory, referencing mythological and historical people and events from their culture. Our universal translators are unable to decipher the context behind their communications, and as such, we will require an extensive study of their culture in order to understand them. You know what? We're going to fund the study. If only so that we have a better way of understanding how they act, so that when we do get around to conquering and enslaving their species, we can come up with some good way to make use of their already existing culture. 4 months to do it. Yeah, you know what? Go do it. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go deal with those damn pirates eventually. Don't think there's too much left that I can do with you guys. You guys do need to grow a little bit faster. I mean, holy crap. Well, you are growing relatively fast, I guess, actually. Somebody go clear that. Oh, we fit the mineral cap, so I should probably go and build some more ships and stuff. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and clear more tiles out. And then we'll sort it all out later. God, that's expensive. I think it's much cheaper to build a dilithium. Yeah, it is generally cheaper to build a dilithium refinery on the planet. Well, actually, also it produces more dilithium as well. So yeah, I really need to find a planet that I don't mind if the people are pissed off. Okay, a team of Terran linguists have made significant progress in the understanding of the Tamarian language. Our universal translators have been updated with an idiomatic translation module to convey the meaning behind their speech. Excellent. I presume we don't get anything out of that. That would be... Oh. Oh. That is interesting. The River Tamaric in winter, idiomatic translation module, be silent enemy. You know what, game? I like that. That is a nice little touch. Great job, actually. That's unique. And I like it. I really do. That's a nice little touch. Okay, you're still saying the same thing, though.
Tile blocker cleared.
Eventually you'll grow. And you'll be producing food. This is Earth. Well, I mean, I guess it would help well... Yeah, I guess it would technically help the non-humans. Or, well, excuse me, the non-Terrans, rather. If I built a Paradise Dome, because they would get a plus 5% to habitability on the planet. Why are you in chattel slavery? Or is that just... Oh, never mind. That's just the general slavery type anyway. Okay. I didn't realize it actually applied 2 bonuses there. I don't think it used to. Now it does. Interesting. But as I was saying, yeah, I would assume a Paradise Dome would provide that plus 5% habitability to everybody, including the non-Terrans, which would help to deal with the decrease to production as a result of habitability. Although it wouldn't necessarily improve their resource yield by a ton, it would be something. Which, of course, something is better than nothing. You need a physics lab. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit, though. Well, I guess not really. I couldn't have that Enar. You know what? I think if I'm gonna do it, I'll have that Enar do it. If the game will let me. No, the game will not let me because it has to be on a food pot. A food tile. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, you know, I don't think we really need the Paradise Stone. We'll be fine without it. Engineering, if you don't mind. Yes. And for you, you're gonna be a power plant. I don't need the food. You don't have anything, I don't think. Yeah. I don't know. I guess you can just have a generic interstellar academy.
System survey complete.
Okay, Clark's done. Go down there.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Perigon Power Plant 2, thank you. Hardened Shields 2. That's armor, never mind. Oh, that gets me force field. That gets me better energy weapons. Specialized design that has access to phaser turrets, which I don't really care to use. Although, presumably these are fast firing. Yeah, these are fast firing. Cooldown of 1.6. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but they fire quickly. Might actually... Well, no, I still think it's crap, honestly. I'm going to go for multi-spatial shielding, because in theory it gets me access to better force fields and energy deflector shields. And, well, you know, I kind of want access to better energy deflector shields. I know, game. I know. You know what, Andoria? Build me a 4NX class. You'll take forever to build those 4. Give me a second. Mars, you build me an NX. Pajem, you build me an NX. Lizabella, you build me an NX. We'll send all of those to go group up with the first fleet. As long as the Defiant is in orbit of Earth. Yep, as long as I don't use Earth to build anything, we fine. And, like I said, we'll probably eventually be scrapping the Defiant. If it'll reach a point where it's just not worth keeping around.
Construction complete.
Science Center. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you up on that offer, game, so that I can stop having the decreased Empire energy generation as a result of being 1 above the limit.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Sure, check it out. Actually, do you last? You guys... What do I need more of? I need more of both. I really do. I'm gonna have to go for physics, though, I think. Mostly because of better weapons. And you're gonna be a biolab, despite the fact that you don't really need to be a biolab. I could make you an engineering, but you're much better as a biolab.
Achieved.
Pulse wave torpedo. Let's get the advanced cruiser prototype, I think. I don't really care for planetary shield generators. And that component is not exactly useful, so yeah. Let's go for advanced cruiser prototype. Activate the beam like you did last time. Or whoever did it last time. Somebody did it last time, that's all I know. Okay, yeah, this is a different ship doing it, but... Same event, but this time... Oh, did we succeed? Oh, no, okay, we succeeded this time as well. But same result. The data was too fragmented and corrupted for us to be able to make any use of it. And so as a result...
Situation log updated.
Okay, Benzites have joined the coalition with the Romulan Republic. They are members of the Galactic Axis, which... Yeah, that's a terrible sounding name. I really want to meet the Klingons' enemies. I could beat the snot out of you. You should be my friend. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but let's be honest here. If I could beat the crap out of you, you probably don't want to get on my bad side, because if I decide to go against you, yeah, you're done for.
System survey complete.
I really need to get some better things. I need to research better shipyards. These are bloody expensive. Losing 22 energy credits just simply as a result of having these. Power plant there, if you don't mind.
Situation log updated.
Engineering lab. Go and upgrade that. You're still gonna get a mining network. I'm gonna build a power plant here. I need more power. I really do. Well, who knows? We'll see. Maybe I won't need it as badly. Yeah, I'll hold off a little bit. Let the fleets get together.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
What's Clark doing? The Clark is fine. Go ahead and continue surveying out in that direction to meet strange new races for us to conquer and enslave. Are you guys actually gaining happiness as a result of that person being a telepath, or... I don't know. Well, they haven't actually spawned yet, but there is an ER here, so... Or does that... Okay, I guess that bonus only aids you, which basically means it's worthless. As far as I'm concerned. If it only aids the individual that has the trait, yeah. I think it'd be more useful if that was a bonus to just other species. Or basically just everybody on the planet. Okay, this should be the Trill. Unless the Trill have been conquered by the Cardassians, which is a very real possibility. In which case, we literally can't go anywhere, if they have been. Okay, they have not been conquered by the Cardassians from the looks of it. We'll fight for a right to exist. Yeah, the Trill are still independent. Okay, we are actually literally locked in. We cannot explore in this area.
Situation log updated.
Oh, what's this? Oh, coalition. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go to war with the Orions soon because... Oh, damn it, they got a defensive pact with somebody. Somebody that I don't know about. I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. I guess Ferengi are also a decent target. Yeah, they got a big wide empire. Yeah. We're leaving Cardassians. We'll leave you be. I guess you can survey the crap up here then. Maybe you'll find something useful. Subject integration began. I am still losing energy credits. If I upgrade these spaceports, it'll help a little bit, though of course it will increase the cost of the spaceports themselves. But it will still help a little. Not a whole lot. Also, I could also... Oh no, actually I can't. I'm already taxing with 75%, so I can't improve that at all. So I just gotta get more energy credits. That'll be a little while.
Construction complete.
There we go. That sector is slowly starting to build stuff. Oh, and it's going to colonize Vega.
Breakthrough achieved.
There we go. That's also going to help us quite a bit. I don't care to uplift. I think we're going to go and learn a controller anarchy. And I think we have to go for anarchy. I don't remember. One of them is egalitarians, the other is authoritarians. And obviously we're authoritarians. Where are you sending to colonize? Oh, you are sending Terrans. We actually do have Terrans there. Interesting. Where are you sending them to? Okay, you're sending them to Vega 9.
Construction complete.
It's a pretty sizable world. 18. But it doesn't look like it has any real resources worth talking about. But I guess that doesn't really matter to the AI. It just says, planet! Oh. Oh, what's this? This is a new event. The initiative has fulfilled its purpose. Mars is now a sister planet to Earth, a blue gem shining in the sky, but there is still much work to be done before the planet achieves its full potential. We have the opportunity to invest in the planet's future to unlock special facilities and upgrades. Now here's the thing, game. I don't know what any of these do. This event lets you spend resources to acquire any beneficial bonus. But is this repeatable? Or is the one I select the be-all, end-all? Because I don't know what they do. I assume technology will improve research. I want to assume infrastructure will do something about the cost of building buildings on the planet, as well as possibly increasing build speed. But I could be wrong about that. Construction, I'm hopeful, is the shipyards, which I think are useful. Defense, and full geological survey, I guess better resources on the planet, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll find Pergium or something if I go full geological survey. On the off chance this is not repeatable, and that I am hoping that I'm correct, that construction is going to affect ships, is what it means by construction. Because when I think infrastructure, I think buildings for the most part. So I'm assuming construction has to do with ships. Because ships aren't infrastructure. So, yeah. On the off chance this is not a repeatable event that'll allow me to get all of them, I'm going to go for construction. I'm hopeful that's the right choice for what I want, but we'll see. We shall see. I presume I gotta wait a little while for it to actually trigger whatever it's gonna trigger. Okay, we're not getting anything. Not yet, at least.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
I think I'm gonna actually turn this into a farm. Specifically a paradise dome. We need more food. You guys like these worlds relatively, right? What is this world anyway? Glacial. No, you guys don't like it, so you know what? I'll get you a paradise dome. You'll like it a little bit more. Governing ethics shift in the Romulan Empire. They become more outwardly xenophilic. Not that it really matters. They hate me too much anyway. And they call me foul slavers. Okay, you guys are still saying the same crap. Okay, I think you have like 3 messages. One for friends, neutrals, and unfriendly / hostile. That's gonna be my guess. I don't know if that's actually the case. I wouldn't complain about being wrong about that, but that's my guess. Okay, game says it doesn't want the pulse wave torpedoes. Is the reason for that? Because they just seem inherently better across the board. They cost less power. They're cheaper. They do a lot more damage overall. They still have the same minus 75% to shield damage. Okay, but they are slower firing. Okay, so that's why their average damage per tick is lower. So if I were to actually equip this on my ship, I would lose, yeah, like a whole whopping 2 damage. Okay, so that was a waste of time to research, basically, is what the game is telling me. Okay, let's go and try and blow those up. It's kind of important. Although also getting better power plants is also fairly vital.
Construction complete.
So game, if you don't mind, and you could give me some better power plants, I would love that. I really would. $5.2K, wow, okay, I need to check everybody's military. How is everybody? We have some people that are equivalent, though, actually. And the Romulans are listed as overall superior, that's mostly as a result of tech.
System survey complete.
Those would have to be really good planets for me to want to colonize them, because otherwise they're just straight up garbage.
System survey complete.
Don't care. And can't do anything until we get within range, which is going to take a while, but the ISS de Gaulle kind of wants to take the brunt of the damage, but it can't quite do it because they're just kind of firing their nuclear missiles or spatial torpedoes or whatever the hell it is they're firing. They're just firing them out there. We should win this, but I do want to avoid losing ships if at all possible. Because, well, they're really fucking expensive to replace. Let's get better. Oh, pulse phase cannons. Yes, please. Better guns are also helpful, game. I'll take those as well. I don't mind if we lose patrol frigates, actually. So we can lose the patrol frigates, just don't lose a cruiser or destroyer. Then I'll be pissed at you, game. Okay, I think they might be firing spatial torpedoes, but I don't know. I know we're firing spatial torpedoes, but I think that might be what the asteroid base is firing as well. Admiral gained a trait. We met some new aliens. Which just means new people to enslave. Oh, okay, well that basically closed off that gap. Okay, our only option is to do frontier collectives, which allows for faster growth rates and colonization speeds, facilitates resettlement, and faster building speeds. And this can only be selected by authoritarian because it cannot be selected by egalitarian.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Pioneering terminal, don't care. I guess learn how to clear jungles, sure. Come on, I'm telling you, the two of us could be best of buds. Best of buds.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Man, cruiser prototypes, thank you very much. I'm gonna have to... Okay, yeah, that's something I'll take, because I can actually use that. Got some resources. You guys return to wherever. Okay, you're gonna obviously return to Denobula. Can't say I'm too surprised by that. Oh. Okay, no, they still have it, but for some reason the game's only showing one thing there. But there is actually also the station. Oh, one of our scientists died. Does not look like we have any good scientists for that specific field, so we'll just go for a generic scientist that has a plus 10% to research speed.
System survey complete. Construction complete. An alien empire wishes to communicate.
And doesn't look like there's anything else I can, well, I guess that's not quite true. There are some things I can still build space station wise within our empire, or mining bases and whatnot. But for the most part, there's really nothing else we can do. I might have to build some of these deep space stations. So above and beyond, okay, so since we've selected the frontier tradition, I'm already able to build 3 deep space stations if I feel so inclined. Above and beyond, however, unlocks so that these can be upgraded to enable housing for 3 pops, and increases the maximum that I can build up to a total of 5. Which technically means I can only get up to Deep Space Station 5. We won't quite be able to get to Deep Space Station 9, but you know what? That's fine. Frontier Outpost, don't really care. You know what? I think I'm going to go for Above and Beyond. And I think we're going to be building a deep space station somewhere. Where, I don't know. I haven't really thought that part through. Because I wasn't really planning on building it anytime soon. But in terms of expansion, there's really nothing else we can do now. Okay, now you guys know what you gotta do. Go. You guys still have a job to do. Okay, Catian Union and Cardassian Union are now rivals. There we go. I don't really care to have those because they decrease happiness on the planet as a whole. I think I'll go for the specialization for better warp drives. Also, don't forget to upgrade the lasers, or excuse me, the phase cannons. Because that's all we have. We don't quite have phasers yet. Apparently I didn't upgrade both of them on the NX. Somehow I accidentally only upgraded one of them. Intrepid has the upgrades now. And so does our not actually a Constitution class.
Situation log updated.
Yep, whatever game. Got more worlds to explore. You guys are out about the Klingon. That... I'm sorry. Oh no, you're rivaling the Klingon. Why the hell would you do that? Also, you don't have the minus opinion of me. If I rivaled the Klingons and the Orions, you would love me for it. That's interesting, actually. It really is. I still don't know who your defensive pact is with, but you know what? I'm rivaling you. That'll also make one of our factions happy. The militarists, they want me to have rivals with my neighbors. I still have one extra slot open, so I can choose who to rival next. If I had to pick, I'm inclined to go with the Romulans, but I think we're going to hold off on that one for now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with the Union map mode. I don't really care for it. I could get a non-aggression pact with you. And presumably I would eventually be able to demand vassalization of you. But to be honest, it's easier just to force vassalize you, or straight up conquer your world, whichever is easier. Though I think vassalize decreases, or doesn't have as much threat. I think. But then I could also just liberate you and then force vassalize those guys who would have the same governing ethics as me, and hopefully some of them, by the time I would vassalize them, would agree to join. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I think I would just go for straight up vassalize against you. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you're easy to conquer. You have no friends. I mean, hell, the USS Defiant could probably do it on its own, actually. Yeah, we're gonna look into that possibility. We might end up going and attacking the Share Knight Commission in the near future. I'm surprised you guys are not rivaled or rivaling the... I'm surprised you guys are not rivaling or being rivaled by the Orient Free... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Utopia Platina Lava Plain. Yada yada yada. Became Starfleet's main fleet yard. Thank you very much. That is what I was looking for, game. Now Mars is actually a worthwhile planet. Or at least in my opinion it is. Who knows, the other stuff might have been useful as well. But we'll never know now. We might lose a patrol frigate or two. Yeah, we lost a patrol frigate. I don't really care though if we lose patrol frigates. Those guys aren't really that important to me. It's the cruisers and destroyers that I care about.
System survey complete.
Now it looks like we might lose an Intrepid. Maybe. No. It looks like the ISS Madrid should survive. Did I upgrade the design on the patrol frigates as well? With the new things? Yes, I did. Okay. So, Mars, if you don't mind, pump out a couple of Neptune-class patrol frigates. And yeah, that's just build speed.
Construction complete.
Oh, the Orions are now rivaling me as well. That's fine. Okay, yeah, go to Andoria to do your upgrades. I know that's a long ways to go, but... Oh, wow, we met the Talaxians. That is... You guys are way the hell up there. That's a little surprising, actually, that I met you guys. Actually... Ooh. Change of plans. I need you to come down here and survey this system. That stuff up there, yeah, I don't... Oh, well, doesn't matter. The damn Ferengi just nabbed that system. And once we upgrade our cruisers, we'll see where they stand in comparison to the Defiant. I think I might be scrapping the Defiant if they get above the 931 military power on their own, which I imagine they will. Okay, well, I know who you now have a defensive pact with. I still don't know who the other guy is, but, you know, there's somebody either out here or out here that you have a defensive pact with that I have not met. Oh, and there goes the Klingons blocking me off. So we're gonna beat the crap out of the Klingons as well. Thank you, game. I thought I got photonic torpedoes, but am I remembering wrong? I might be remembering wrong. Oh no, we did. This one just has light photonic torpedoes. That's actually going to be useful, so let's go and snag that as well. Let's also go ahead and... oh. I want you guys to just fly to Andoria now then. Because I have some other upgrades I need to apply, and I don't want to wait for you to arrive at Andoria, do one set of upgrades, and then have to do another set of upgrades immediately after. I'd rather just get them all done at once. Besides, I think that's also typically cheaper. And there's a black hole there, if you don't mind. You can check that out as well. And like I said at the start of this part, we are going to be going to war with one of our neighbors in the relatively near future, it looks like, because our expansion is pretty much blocked off in every direction when it comes to peaceful expansion, so war is the only thing we have left as an option. And of course, for me, it's always been the preferable option to expand. Oh yes, you go survey that. Thank you.
We have established a new planetary base.
Whoops, damn it. Accidentally clicked the thing to separate them. So Vega, well specifically Dis, has been finished. I'll pay for the Starbase game because, well, partly because I have the resources and I have nothing better to spend them on.
Been made superior.
Okay, how are we? Oh, we are literally just shy of beating out the Defiant on our cruisers. I think with photonic torpedoes we'll beat it out. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and start saving us some money. And say... I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else the Defiant has going for it from this point forward. It's barely better than our current cruisers. Our not Constitution classes. So, and ours cruisers should become better than the Defiant as soon as they have actual photonic torpedoes equipped, which is going to be the case in about 30 months for research and less than that for equipping. So, I don't know, say 34 months, give or take, just as a general guess. So, yeah, I think the Defiant has pretty much done everything it can do at this point. And I don't think there's any other events for it going forward. I think it has literally served every purpose that it could have ever possibly have had. And at this point, it's sucking up 20 naval capacity that I could use for other resources. So, yeah, I think we're just going to have to say goodbye to the USS Defiant. Because we're also not going to get access to its tech anyway. We'll have to research that on our own eventually. And just watch, the next update for the mod is going to add something that you can do with the Defiant now at this point to actually strip it down for parts. And then I'll be pissed that I destroyed it and then say, oh well, we'll just have to live with it. And honestly, we're still more powerful than all of our neighbors for the most part, so it really doesn't matter. I think I think I might go with the Ferengi. If I'm gonna go to war with anyone, the Ferengi I think are gonna be the better option. More so just because they're weak. They got a nice wide front, and they open up this entire little arm of the galaxy to me. I don't think there's really much point bothering with the Sharonites. I mean, it's a nice quick war with the Sharonites, but yeah, I think that's just going to be work. Work that I'd rather not do. So we're going to go to Vega with the first fleet. We're going to send it to Dis. By the time it arrives, that starbase should be ready or almost ready.
Complete. Tile blocker cleared. The conquest of a new world has begun.
What world are you now trying to colonize, game? Because I don't... Oh, okay, here. Oh, it's got Pergium. Okay, yeah, be my guest. You can take that. Oh, Altair 6 looks like a decent planet. It really does. Also, there's the Delphic Expanse. Yeah, I guess the Zindi just don't exist in the, Mirror Universe timeline. Actually, you know what? No, don't go down there, because knowing the Klingons will set up a frontier outpost here in the Shaltok system and block us in, and you won't be able to go anywhere. End of Name Kravik Imperative. I don't know who you are. Never heard of you. But that's that. Oh. Okay, here we go. We're going to end the part with this event chain. So, Terran Empire intelligence has detected a planet with an unusual high concentration of lithium deposits on the surface. Zrishi, which is in the Yedpostrir system. Up here. Oh, that's a little too close to Ferengi borders, if I might say. Is currently inhabited by a pre-warp civilization known as the Onotak. Standard procedure dictates that the world is invaded, its people subjugated and enslaved, and its resources extracted. However, due to the large amount of lithium present, it is feared that any attack on the surface could result in setting off a chain reaction, destroying the lithium and the planet itself. It has been decided that a ship must be sent to Zrishi to make the Onotak surrender the dilithium. If they will not do so willingly, Terran Empire Fleet Command has given authorization for the planet to be bombarded so as not to let the lithium fall into the hands of someone else. Set a course. Also, because I'm cheap, we're just going to go and send the second fleet. Do we need a... We do need an admiral. Okay. You're going to be swapping places real quick temporarily. And when I say cheap, I really just mean it's a... I don't want the whole fleet to go up there. The Ferengi borders to expand just enough for my entire fleet to go into missing in action. So, yeah. Oh! Well, change of plans, 1, because I can't access that now, but 2... the Romulans declared war on us. So... yeah, that's a thing. I'll take Delta Pavlonus, if you don't mind. Okay, yeah, the Bolians. Those were the other guys I was thinking of that I just could not remember their name at all. Way and Gamma. Thank you. And you know what? I think this is a good point to go and end the part. So I will see you all in the next part. But until then, a goodbye and farewell. We should win this. Technically, the Romulans are being considered to have superior fleet power, but honestly, at the end of the day, I still think we can win this pretty handedly. Because I can pretty easily knock out their vassals. And, yeah, realistically speaking, their fleet is crap, I imagine. It really is. It's probably a bunch of patrol frigates and shit. But okay, like I said, I'll see you all in the next part, where we will be defending ourselves from the Romulan Republic, deciding that now is a good time to declare war on the Terran Empire. But until then, a goodbye and farewell.